Hi everyone, it's Mr. West. I hope we're all well. So welcome to my review for the Bullets Wireless by OnePlus. Been using these now for just over a month as my main wireless earbuds for everyday use, and I'm going to tell you about some of the pros and cons and my overall experience with these. So they cost around £69. That is if you can get a pair. These are as rare as rocking horse poo and they're very difficult to get hold of. If you want to find out a little bit more about the Bullets Wireless, for example what's included in the box, then go check out my unboxing video which is popping up on the screen now, and you'll be able to see these in more close-up detail. They come with 3 sets of wing fins, so it helps them to stay in your ear, and also 3 sets of ear tips for various ear sizes. Now I settled for the larger ear tip size. I've got ear canals like the opening to the channel tunnel, and I find that these fit my ears best. And the good thing is, just like the Silver Bullet wired earbuds, the actual ear tips are really good. They're comfortable and they're plenty spongy enough, and they've got enough substance in there to allow them to stay in your ear canal and get the best fit. In the box you also get this small little red pouch which looks very much and feels very much like the red silicone case you can get for the OnePlus 6. So one challenge is actually getting them in this case. That's the problem. Although it's a nice case and it's nice that they included it, it just seems a little bit too small for the actual earbuds, because by the time you've kind of wound them together and pushed them back into the silicone case, what ends up happening is that these parts of the earbuds here are actually sticking up right against the top of the case, and I'm always afraid that they're going to break or flex or split or something. It's nice that they include this, but I really wish it would have been something a bit bigger, or a zip case which would have allowed a bit more room for these to sit inside it. Also in the package you get a small micro USB-A to USB-C cable for charging. So talking of charging, these have got a 400 milliamp hour battery built in, and OnePlus claims 10 minutes on the charger will give you 5 hours of playback, and 30 minutes on the charger charges these to full capacity, and that gives you up to 8 hours of uninterrupted playback. Now they've got a standby time of 255 hours, which is quite a bullish claim. And something I do need to mention is that even if you turn these off fully via this control unit here, I did find on a number of occasions that if I didn't use these for a couple of days, I would go to switch them on and the battery had completely expelled itself, even though I charged them to full a few days beforehand. So I'm not sure if that's a fault or not. I'm really not sure. If you've got some Bullets Wireless and you've had that problem, please let me know in the comments, because I'd be interested to know if it's just mine or if it is just a standard thing with these. However, it's not really much of an issue because you can still get that rapid charge of 10 minutes, which gives you more than enough playback time to use these over an extended period. Now as for the design themselves, yeah, hot damn, I'm not sure what's happened here. Although it's very similar in design to something like the Beats X, it's not as well executed in my opinion. And yes, they're only £69, but still, that's no excuse for this kind of Frankenstein style design that we've got here. I gave these to a friend in work to try, and his exact comment was, they're very wiry for wireless earbuds, aren't they? And whilst we understand that they're not true wireless earbuds, at the end of the day, this design is just, I don't know, it just feels like a bit of a mess to me. Whilst they're comfortable, once they're around your neck, you've always got this feeling that they're there, and they're not very light. And this earbud here, because of the way it kind of it retracts back on itself, it's kind of always just, I don't know, it's just there, and it feels heavy on your neckband. If you've got a shirt on like I've got on now, you can kind of tuck it underneath your collar, but if you wear t-shirts, you're always conscious that it's there. And one thing is, because it's got this soft touch water repellent coating, they're not waterproof, they're just splash proof, so using them at the gym or the occasional drop of rain outside. What you find is, and this is going to sound really manky now, if it's especially hot weather, what happens is that obviously when your skin perspires, these stick to your skin and it becomes very uncomfortable after a while. As far as build quality is concerned, the actual earbuds themselves are made of plastic, and they've got this kind of shiny pattern on the outside as well. But where they do excel is in comfort. Personally, I find these exceptionally comfortable, and these ear tips are really good as well. They're strong and they're pliable, but they're not flimsy, and it doesn't make it hard to find a good seal in your ear canal. So you can just pop these in with your chosen ear tip, and they just do what they're supposed to do, and they stay in your ear. So to put them in, you just simply pop them into your eardrums, and then just a quick twist, just a little adjustment of the wing fins, and they just stay in your ear, and you can kind of shake your head about and you have no problems whatsoever. They are snug in there and they're comfortable. Now you can feel the weight of them. They are not the lightest earbuds but again, they're comfortable and you can leave these in and they're not going to cause you any problems or cause any fatigue over a longer period. So on the left and right sides of the earbuds, you get these two control units. I suspect one is the battery and this one here is the control unit. So it's got the power on off switch, it also got the USB-C charging input, and also obviously contains all of the codecs to decode the sound from your handset. The Bluetooth version is 4.1, so it's a slightly lower version than what you may get with some other earbuds, but on saying that, I haven't had any issues with them at all. OnePlus claims around 10 meters of range, but I've got much further than that, admittedly in line of sight of my handset, but I have managed to stretch this around about 20 odd meters in the office at work. The floor plan is around about 20,000 square feet per floor, and I've managed to walk quite a distance without losing any signal or sound quality. So as far as the battery life is concerned, I mentioned earlier about the charging. These do live up to the claims. 8 hours is easily achievable with these, and I've used these across an entire night shift, which is around about 11 hours, and they've just kept on trucking, just needing a little top up at the end of the day before I put these back in my bag. Do obviously bear in mind that little issue I said about the battery there, so make sure that you charge these up if you're going to be going out. Just plan ahead, maybe just pop these on the charger so you don't end up with a flat battery before you start using them. You can charge them up with a power bank obviously, and if you've got a power output in your car you can just use them in there as well. So again, that fast charging method is really ideal. I got to circumvent the little issue I've got with the battery there anyway. So frequency range for these in the sound department is very standard. It's 20,000 to 20,000 hertz. You see that a lot. That means it's good bass and nice crystal clear highs. They use aptX audio technology, and it'll tell you that if your phone is compatible. When they're paired, you see the little Qualcomm aptX notification pop up in your phone, and that means that it's obviously activated the Qualcomm Snapdragon aptX in your phone, and that allows for a higher bitrate pass through from the phone to the earphones, and it's comparable easily to any wired earbud that I've used. Power wise, they're not the loudest earbuds that I've used, but I'll speak a bit more in detail about the sound quality in a moment. So as far as features are concerned, you get this inline remote here, and it's got the 3 buttons layout just like any other earbuds. So you've got the action button in the middle, and you've also got these up and down volume controls here. So you can use the action button for the variety of commands. You can double tap for fast forward, or you can triple tap for reverse. Tap once to pause, tap once again to play back, and you can also push and hold, and that will activate Google Assistant on your handset as well. It's also got a built-in microphone, so you can use these for hands-free calls, and the great thing is that these have got magnets, so when these are together, they're off. When you pull them apart, that will activate the music, or put them together, that will shut off the music. And also, you've got an incoming call, you just pull them apart and that will answer the call, and similarly pop them together and the call will end. So that's a really cool feature, and it means when they're dangling around your neck, you can just leave them there inconspicuously, and then when a call comes through, just pull them apart and you don't have to worry about reaching for your phone in your pocket. So now the important part, the sound quality. What do these sound like? So if I was to sum it up in a sentence, they're great, but they're also unremarkable as well. You'd be very hard pressed to tell these apart from any other wireless earbuds. The best thing about them, I suppose, is that they just go about their business without any issues whatsoever. They've got a good sonic signature. They're not exceptionally deep in the bass region, but where they really excel is with the mid and highs. They just sound great, and the best thing about them is, and this is a mark of a good earbud for me, or headphones, is I can just put them on and they don't draw any attention to themselves. They don't call out for you to dash for the EQ on your phone to sort of constantly dial in more bass or reduce the treble. They've just got a good, clean, neutral sound, and you can just pop them in and just let them get on with it. It's really, really nice to see that OnePlus have put a bit of thought behind the sound tuning with these earbuds. They're not the loudest, however, they get plenty loud enough for anybody, and all but the most hardest of volume junkies will find these absolutely fine to use in day-to-day use. Also, if you want to use them as hands-free, they also work really well. You get a nice clear sound coming from the other end when you're talking to somebody, and similarly, I haven't had any complaints from anyone else who's been speaking to me saying that they can't hear me or background noise is drowning me out. And that's what makes these such good value for me. They're great all-rounders without having to draw too much attention to themselves, if a little bit unremarkable. That's all I have to say about it. They are good, but there's not one thing that makes these stand out against other wireless earbuds. The chief thing is the price. £69 for these is an absolute steal for what you get for the money. However, the stickler is that they're just not available, and it's such a shame that, you know, for us guys recommending these to you, you just can't buy any. Just bear in mind that you can probably get the same kind of sound or a little bit better for the same price, if not a little bit more. I dare say that Anker wireless earbuds are just as good as these, and if you spend a little bit more, maybe £10 or £20, you'll get a better sound than these. Not a lot better, you will get a richer bass and also a better design as well. This design is just something which has really bugged me over the last month or so. So if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like on the video, and also if you've got any comments or questions, please leave those in the comment section below. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any more of my videos coming throughout August. I'm making one video every day throughout August, so I would really appreciate your support if you want to stick around and watch those. And also, it means you won't miss any of my future videos coming very, very soon. Also, if you want product updates and photos and things like that, then don't forget to follow me on my social channels popping up on the screen right now, and I will do my best to get back to you if you've got any questions. But for now, my name is Mr. West. This has been my review of the rather great OnePlus Bullets Wireless. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys later. And I forgot to say, they're not just OnePlus exclusive, they work with other Bluetooth handsets as well. Okay, thanks, bye.